More and more people are using their smartphone as their sole camera, but one of the problems is that the image quality isn't as good as you'd get from a dedicated camera, especially in low light, and also there's no optical zoom lens on a smartphone. Well, Sony have come up with an interesting solution to this problem in the shape of the QX100 and the QX10. Now this is the QX100, the big brother of the pair, and it looks like a lens, but what it actually is the lens, sensor and processor from the award-winning RX100 compact camera, but just without the screen on the back. And what it does is it synchronizes with your smartphone, not just a Sony smartphone, but any Android phone or iOS smartphone, and uses the screen on that instead. The benefits of this innovation are that you get the lens range and image quality of a proper camera, one of the best compacts you can buy in the case of the QX100, but with the versatility that you can't get with a camera. For example, you can use the phone's touchscreen to set focus and exposure, which is a feature that neither of the source cameras offer. It's also cheaper. The QX100 is £250 less than the RX100 was at launch. The QX100 can be used attached from the smartphone, either held in one hand or placed up to 10 metres away, or you can forgo the phone altogether if you can live without the screen to compose with. Or, if you prefer, you can attach the QX100 directly to your smartphone using the flip-out spring-loaded claws at the back, which extend to a maximum of 75mm, wide enough for most smartphones, but not the Samsung Galaxy Note. If you have a Sony Xperia Z, an optional phone cover with an integral mount will be available that allows you to dispense with the claw, which is removable, and attach the QX100 directly and securely to the phone. Now, syncing the QX100 with your smartphone is very simple. If you have an NFC-enabled phone, such as the Sony Xperia here, you just touch the two together and the NFC will launch the Play Memories mobile app. Now, if you don't have an NFC-enabled phone, such as perhaps if you have an iPhone, then you can just manually select the Play Memories app to synchronize them together. The QX100 features its own power button, zoom control, and a control ring that can be used for zooming or manual focusing. It also has its own dedicated shutter release button as an alternative to using the one on the phone. Full resolution images are saved to the QX100's own microSD card, while a lower resolution 2-megapixel version can be sent simultaneously to the phone via Wi-Fi, though this default setup can be changed within the settings. Additionally, the QX100 features its own USB and HDMI ports. The QX10, which we have seen but weren't able to include in this video, works in exactly the same way as the QX100, but whereas the QX100 features the 3.6x Carl Zeiss Vario Sonnar T-Star lens and a 20.2 megapixel 1-inch sensor from the RX100, the much more compact QX10 features a Sony G-branded 10x optical zoom coupled with a smaller 18.2 megapixel 1/2/3 inch sensor, as used in the Cybershot WX200 for example. Now, the QX10 and QX100 will both be available from the end of September. The QX10 will be £179.99 and the QX100 will be £399.99. We'll have full reviews of both these products when they become available, so do check back at whatdigitalcamera.com in due course.